Sunshine, sparkling sea is waving, our two friends keep playing. Maya covered up with plastic, speckled Maya red and purple. Bubbles a sea turtle, gently trips the light fantastic. Traveling far into the ocean, let's drink up the magic potion, so that we feel all their feelings, inner thought and secret meaning. All the sea life is hag-ridden, cautiously and deeply hidden in this nightmare, in this thriller, whispering plastic the killer. Sunshine, sparkling sea is waving, trash island is waiting. All sea creatures are in motion to arouse the human nature, to define the danger by the song our plastic ocean.
The sun is shining over the beautiful human city, where the citizens live comfortable lives and everyone has everything that can wish for. Colorful balloons, supermarkets for shopping, chocolate wrapped in cellophanes, straws in cheerful colors, prepackaged food, plastic mugs, disposable forks, and gift packages. They also have enormous, fantastic factories that can make almost anything. And they have a river that flows through the shiny city, and big highways, and long beaches for having picnic and swim, and throw away all their trash. Yeah, they throw away all their trash. Why? Because they have so much trash. And you know, the garbage takes on a life of its own in nature, especially when there is so much of it. Plastic nets everywhere in the river and chases after the truth. It creeps to the sea, crawls into cavities, and tortures squid and crabs. The floating colorful plastic looks a lot like candy and tricks the seabirds into eating it. The plastic reaches the oceans and snares seals and fish. The white plastic bag looks like the turtle's favorite food, the jellyfish. And the garbage piles up. Plastic bags and candy wrappers, yogurt cups and ice cream spoons, plastic bottles and plastic pens, ping pong balls and sad lonely flip-flops. Collecting and collecting until at the end, terrifying awful big islands form in the sea made entirely of garbage, called trash islands or garbage patches. One of these trash islands has grown bigger than the state of Texas. Young Mr. Bubbles, the sea turtle, who is spiritually 80 years old, a turtle can live up to 150, lives in the sea near a trash island. He swims slowly and skillfully among thousands of plastic bags, looking carefully for his favorite food, the jellyfish. Just when he's enjoying life with a big, juicy jellyfish in his mouth, he sees his dear friend, Speckled Maya, who is a kind seal. She has colorful plastic ribbons that stuck around her body for good 7 years ago. The two friends are very happy to meet. Speckled Maya, says Mr. Bubbles, the sea turtle. How are you? Oh, thank you, my friend. I'm pretty good. I have grown up now, and the plastic wrap around my neck makes it difficult to eat. And you, Mr. Bubbles? I see that you still have your armband, says Speckled Maya, pointing to the grey plastic strip deeply embedded around the turtle's left front leg. Yes, of course, Maya. It's my medallion from the people, which reminds me that I always have to be careful. But where are you off to? Mr. Bubbles asks. I'm on my way to the big ocean emergency meeting about the garbage that our fish-elected president, Nutcracker Lobster, has summoned us to, exclaims Speckled Maya, the seal. Good work. The situation is terrible, says Mr. Bubble. The ocean is becoming more and more full of garbage with each passing day. Life itself is threatened. People do not seem to have a clue what is going on. You should come too, Mr. Bubbles. We need your wisdom, urges Speckled Maya. All right, I will come. Let's swim there. All the animals of the sea have gathered around Seagull's Trash Island. The meeting begins with President Nutcracker Lobster's opening speech. All marine creatures and birds, I have called you here to discuss the horrible debris in our seas. The situation is only getting worse and worse. We have thousands of new victims every day, with injuries that lead to long and painful deaths. It is like we are suffering a pandemic that people do not understand or do not want to understand what is happening. Continues. We must find a way to communicate with the people. Does anyone have a suggestion? The dolphin mystique from Queensland, Australia, pipes up. I started talking to them several years ago, but they didn't understand. They just say, "Oh, how beautiful you are," or they would say, "What a wonderful sound you have." Lately, I started picking up garbage from the bottom of the sea every day and give it to them, but the only thing they say now is, "Oh, how smart you are!" And they give me a fish every time I give them garbage. What can I say? Are they stupid? Then, whale Vladimir, the whale from Norway, who has become something of a celebrity with the people, comments sadly. I try to communicate with them all the time, often by singing, but they don't understand. One day I took a camera from a photographer outside Oslo in Norway, and with it I filmed the garbage on the sea floor. Then I gave the camera back to him, so he could see and understand. Do you know what he did? He petted me. And then he posted the video online. And then I dared to hope that they would understand. But guess what happened? Nobody understood. Instead, they made me a celebrity because I'm cute. It is really, really tragic. It's a total disappointment, the white-headed seagull Harry Boomerang screams as he flies over the congregation. My brothers and I started a super campaign in Seattle in USA. We take garbage from their garbage dumps and throw it back on them, on their yards, on their parks, and sometimes even on their heads. Can the message be clearer than that? Still, no result. Every day they scream at us like we are a pack of ignorant, naughty, bad boys. A wave of frustration, of abandonment and despair washes over everyone present. Then the whales sing a sad song to the sea. Suddenly, through the congregation, thousands of tuna fish take up a tone, and with one voice they exclaim, "We sacrifice ourselves. We shall eat as much plastic as we can, stuff ourselves with it, and then march straight into the fisherman's net. When people try to eat us, then they will understand. For they apparently only understand when something threatens themselves directly." A silence spreads, and everyone is completely taken aback by the heroic gesture the tuna have made to sacrifice themselves. Mr. Bubbles, who is moved to tears, begins to applaud, closely followed by Speckled Maya Nutcracker, Lobster, and everyone else. The tuna fish take up their song and swim, marching toward the fisherman's net. And they swallow as much plastic as they can along the way. Speaks with great humility and admiration of their heroism and altruism, watching them swim in rows into the fishing nets. The fishermen are so happy about the big catch in their nets. Then they sell the big catch on all the world's fish markets. People are happy to buy the noble fish and cook them up for great and festive dinners. The freshly grilled whole fish are served on fine plates on the tables, along with delicious vegetables and slices of lemon. But when the hungry people cut open the fish, they get the shock of their lives. The fish are full of nasty plastic. The sun is shining over the shimmering ocean, where millions of happy creatures live and thrive in its abundance. Colorful corals, swirling shoals, and glittering silver fish, white sand and sparkling clean ocean currents. It's like a big holiday, with everyone celebrating together. Graceful octopuses, anemones with waving tentacles, green, black and red sea glass, braiding their hair with pins and bubbles. Impressive underwater cliffs with caves and small secret passages where mini squid play hide and seek. Oysters clap the beat with their toes, standing in a big ring admiring the stingray's undulate dance. The hornpike sunbaths pleasantly in the sun. Penguins dance the tango, and crabs keep the time with their claws like castanets. Everything is so wonderfully harmonious, like nature's own great wisdom in Specklet Maya's beautiful dream. At the same time, our friend Mr. Bubbles, the sea turtle, has a similar dream. He dreams that all the plastic dissolves like popping soap bubbles, and that the ocean gradually and gently recovers. Mr. Bubble wakes up with a smile as he's thinking of his hopeful dream. He stretches and then he suddenly sees Speckled Maya come swimming. She's not alone. Who in the world is with her? Says Mr. Bubbles and wonders. Help! It's a diver! He screams and starts to flee. Wait, Mr. Bubble! Says Speckled Maya. He's my friend. Have you lost your mind bringing a human here? He calls from a reasonable, safe distance. Look at me, look, says Speckled Maya. My plastic ribbons are gone. It was the diver who freed me. I took him immediately to come to you so he can free you too. With Mr. Bubble's permission, the diver carefully and patiently releases the dirt from his troublesome plastic strip. Mr. Bubbles, incredibly relieved, exclaims happily, "Bless you, dear diver. Hurry on to help others now. Thank you." And he turns to Maya. "Thank you, my friend, thank you. It's just like in my dream, where all the plastic disappeared and the sea was healed." Speckled Maya answers excitedly, "Really? I had a dream like this also. I believe dreams can be prophetic. Let's hurry to the next ocean meeting at Seagull's Trash Island. Maybe we will find out if it is true. Are you ready?" "Quite ready and almost like new. Let's go," answers Mr. Bubble as they start swimming again. When our friends arrive at Seagull's Trash Island, the mood has completely changed. It is almost happy, and everyone is talking over each other. President Nutcracker's lobster is forced to start clapping with his giant claws to make himself heard. Dear sea citizens, I have again called you about the development of garbage in the sea. Positive observations can be discerned that foretell a better future. The road will be long, but it looks like the journey has begun. Let our friend, the dolphin Mystique, tell you what he saw this time. Dolphin Mystique peeps. I'm so happy. On the beaches I see people collecting garbage, sometimes by one, sometimes in large groups. And they take the garbage with them. I also see people in boats fishing out the floating debris, and divers like me picking up the garbage from the bottom. This is wonderful. They finally seem to understand that the garbage does not disappear by itself. Waldemir the whale takes up a new tone. I also have great news to tell. A trash-eater boat is traveling around the ocean and devouring 5 tons of garbage every day. It is called Ocean Savior. And Ocean Voyage Institute's vessel removed 103 tons of plastic from the Pacific Trash Island in only 48 days. It is so wonderful. I have also seen garbage traps in the sea that trick the garbage into gathering, where people can pick it up. It's called ocean cleanup. And I heard them say that the inventor is from Holland and he was only 18 years old when he invented it. He has devoted his life to using human technology to clean the seas. Finally, there is hope, my friends. Exclaimed the orange-haired president. But nothing will change, no matter how much they try to clean the sea, unless they stop creating new garbage, unless they change their habits. Exactly! And you know what? The change has begun, cries the seagull, close followed by excited seagulls that all try to make themselves heard at once. They change. They have started to shop with their own cloth bags, says one. They use reusable water bottles, another screams. They have started making bags out of potatoes and corn, shouts a third. And every seagull has something to tell. They use plates and disposable spoons out of wood instead of plastic. What they don't want, they put in colorful containers to be recycled. They buy shoes and clothes made from recycled garbage. They have started shopping in package-free shops. Kids start writing to businesses to protest and ask them to make environmental-friendly changes. They invent new ways to recycle, and they make toys and pots by recycling, and ships and furniture and art objects, even big buildings and whole islands. The seagull flows high and shouts, "There is hope!" sigh of joy and relief rise up from the assembled animals, and the stingray sings a hopeful song. Mr. Bubble then exclaims, "It's so wonderful that there is hope. But I wish it could happen without the tuna fish's great sacrifice to make people wake up. I hope such a sacrifice is never needed again," whispers Maya. President Nutcracker Lobster now announce 1 minute of silence for the great tuna sacrifice. Then he breaks the sad moment, calling out cheerfully, "Now is the time for the people to become the new heroes. Each of them can wake up and spread this new consciousness to hundreds and thousands of people, participating in actions, demand new laws, and become the change itself through their changed lifestyle. Hooray for the new heroes! Hooray!" Everyone shouts and hugs one another and jumps into the air doing pirouettes, and together they start dancing a Greek circle dance called the sirtaki. The president says, "Now is the time to end the meeting and spread the good news to everyone." Everyone says their goodbyes as they leave to spread the news to all corners of the oceans, the rivers, the lakes. People have started waking up. People are cleaning the beaches and the seas. People are starting to change habits. May they never be tired. May they never forget. Mr. Bubble, the sea turtle, and Maya, the seal, swim happily away from the meeting, and their common vision sends a tickling sensation of hope throughout their whole bodies, our clean ocean.
Thank you for watching. This was an organ fairy tale, The Seal and the Sea Turtle. The story is created by Despina Moysidou, who was reading. And my name is Erland Hildén, and I'm the composer. And to our help, we have my organ pupil, Simon Konkuli. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We hope that you enjoy it.
Sunshine, sparkling seas waving, our two friends start playing. Speckled Maya swimming free now, diving near a shiny island. Bubble without armband, plastic will be vanished somehow. Hurry up, the clock is ticking. No more gambling, no more kidding. Humans, fish have been invited. Sea and Earth's life are united. Tuna's message is delivered. Man's reaction has been triggered. There's no need for superheroes. Let's just look into our mirrors. Sunshine, sparkling seas waving. Brand new dawn is breaking. Filled with deep and strong emotion. Dreams come true when one is trying. Life can be exciting. Let's all fight for our clean ocean.